The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Lance now on first down. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
52.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Lance. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Black Ultra.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Black shot. He's back.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
11, Thomas.
Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Here we go.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. First down, here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Lance looks to throw again. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11 MT, 11 MT.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Nick Bosa collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Slant pass to Boyd. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
11 Thomas.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And no, they don't get it. Incomplete. And now they really have to be second-guessing themselves. Could have had the lead here in the 4th. Instead, we stay tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This is McCaffrey on the give. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Lance and company going on 4th down. On the move to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. This is McCaffrey. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down. Fight 60.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Gould is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check, pitch. Opposite, three.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Ultra.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down after the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with McCaffrey. Taken down at the 42.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They fake the handoff. Now Lance under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Black Ultra.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Black shot. Green jacket. Blue striker. Plastic, stick. Steel, black.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Set, ready. 52 blaster. Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shot, 17. 12 red. Snap, red. Grill, green.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready, ready. Hey, hey, blue.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Let's go. Check right.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Here we go.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
I'm one, right?
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To the air again, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 46 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Gold to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On one, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
75 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
It's complete.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lance.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ball red. Smack red. Drill green.
Throwing his lance on third down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On one, ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. A final shot before half for Lance.
He's got a man complete. 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game, and I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Let's go now. Ready.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 44. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey on the counter. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
97. 62 blaster.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Hey, red. Red, yellow.
And Lance now to throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie.
The kick by Gold is good,
and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there and a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 33 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
What you need for
count?
a good count.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pickens on the slant. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On play action, Lance. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ready up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Black open.
Now Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Steven Sims on a return from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
First down, and they go back to Harris. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Lance now on first down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Norwood. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. First Steeler touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Ready.
Lance now on 1st down.
Touchdown 49ers.
George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. First year touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this week. He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing on first down is Lance.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 30 yards.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
118 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side on the swing pass. Room here to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He will return this from...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance, that's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, ready. 6, mega. Red, cycle. Hey, green.
Now Lance again.
And hauled in by Croft. Another truck. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
Javon Kinlaw
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Back to throw, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
10 seconds.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And the grab by Croft.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw again on second down. Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Off play action. Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Pickett sets up play action. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Lance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
In motion left is a running back.
One final try now for Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line in a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Taylor. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Foles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. The Lance going to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Gould with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Foles. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Here's Foles. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Left side, he finds Pierce. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown Colts. Zach Moss, 27 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to roam.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 22-yard scamper. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field scrimmage here at the 25-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Lance now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, for them, a pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ready.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Lance. Hard throw, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
The kick by Gold is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On play action, Lance.
And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers.
George Kittle with a touchdown.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
On a quick.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Lance. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 32 yards. And the 49ers are on the board. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and themselves. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Jackson steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Jackson's going to try the sneak.
And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side because he softened him up, throwing the football, and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Gus Edwards
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they get it done.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Again, it's Lance. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now Lance again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Looking deep for Jennings. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Take it in at the 3.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Lance going to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. On play action, Lance.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 51 yards.
And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Jackson.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
That would complete to Prochet.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And Jackson throwing once more. Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Jackson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Crochet. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game play a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is the execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
One final try now for Lance.
And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for me. This one is gone as time is run out of this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime.